Alright, greetings YouTube, good morning, and welcome to Origins Game Fair 2015, Day 1. Leaving the hotel room here, getting ready to go down to the convention center and get my registration packet and then get into my game. So, big day, looking forward to it, have lots of good games planned, and I'm going to keep you apprised throughout the day what's going on. Try to show off some things in the event magazine and the coupon book, let you know what you may see if you come down or what you're missing if you don't come down at all. So, got to get out of here, got to catch the shuttle or the trolley or whatever it is they call it here, and get down to the convention center, and I'm sure wait in a line. I don't know how big of a line it's going to be. Could be hundreds, could be thousands, who knows. So, I'll check back in with you a little bit later. Have a great day.
Alright, so what am I signed up for to play today? Today's Wednesday. I missed my first event, which was Legends and Lies. It was supposed to be 10 a.m. by the time I got through registration. And I actually got here from the hotel where I parked. So it was like 10:45, so I wasn't going to show up late to it. It was only a 2-hour event, so no big deal. They're running them all weekend long, so I'll try to jump in one if they have any openings. I do have an event at 2 o'clock. I'm going to play Francis Drake. 6 o'clock, I'm going to play Pay Dirt by Crash Games. And then 8 o'clock, I'm going to try out that new game, Dark Seas, and see how that plays. It's had mixed reviews. Everyone says the art looks great. Gameplay may not be so much. So, right now, like I said, it's kind of low-key. Did see Tiffany Ralph earlier. She was by herself. Steve was not here, so she is batching it, if that's a thing for women. I don't know if it is, but yeah. So still pretty low key. Like I said, exhibit hall doesn't open until tomorrow, so I'm gonna wander around, see what's going on, and I imagine later tonight, definitely tomorrow, will be the big throng of people. So I'll check back in later. Alright, looking out over the expanse of the D Hall, which is where the gaming is going to take place. It's empty. This game's a bust. This con's no good. No one's here. I'm just messing. As you can see, it's wall-to-wall people. It's a sea of people. Rarely get through anything. That's a big banner. Alright, so day 1 of Origins Game Fair 2015 is come to a close, at least for me. I'm tired. I got back to the hotel probably about 11 o'clock. So the shuttle, the free shuttle that runs in downtown Columbus, was no longer in service. So I hoofed it back as I'm not staying right next door. So that wasn't too bad. It was maybe 4 or 5 blocks through the downtown streets. So how was the day? So how can I sum up Origins Day 1? Kind of disappointing, actually. It wasn't very crowded, which is fine. I mean, whatever. It's a Wednesday, so I don't know if I was necessarily expecting it to be a huge crowd. But in the organization, I don't know. I definitely had to shake my head a couple times on some of the things that happened. Trying to find where my games that were scheduled as events were taking place was interesting. It wasn't in the event guide, so you had to go to a table and they had to check a map, and then they were still putting stuff out on the tables. So I don't know. Maybe it's this way every year. I've never been here on a Wednesday before, so maybe that's just how it is. So, I played Francis Drake, which was part of the Eagle Gryphon line of games. It was actually put on by the Eagle Gryphon booth, and it was kind of funny because I appreciate the fact that they were breaking out brand new games for us to use and not just beat up copies. But I don't think I've ever gone and played a demo where we had to take it out of the shrink wrap. The players had to take it out of the shrink wrap, punch the game, set it up, and then
basically halfway through the game we were on our own, which is fine. It was an easy game, and it's a beautiful game. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I'd buy it, only because I don't know how much play it would get in my group. But if I found it for the right price, I would probably pick it up, but I don't know if I like it for the full MSRP. It's a pretty pricey game. So I was then supposed to play Pay Dirt, that was being put on by Grand Gaming Academy out of Michigan, and they said they never received the game. So there were several games that they didn't receive, and they all seemed to be Crash games. So I don't know what the deal is there. I'm not sure if Crash Games was supposed to provide them the games, or if they were getting them through another source. I don't know, but I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to play that game. So I ended up playing another game. It was by Passport Games or Passport Studios, Provincia Romana, something like that. It was okay, but it wasn't what I was expecting to play, so, I was a little disappointed. I did win it, but, that's kind of bittersweet since I wanted to be playing a different game. I was then supposed to play in the Dark Seas game. I didn't play in it because I ran into a friend of mine, a guy that games with us, and he was going to play test a game by David Janik Jones, who some of you guys might know on BGG. He posts quite a bit, and he has designed a game called A Very English Murder Mystery, or A Very English Murder something. I have a video on it, separate video. So it was a card game, storytelling, bluffing, that sort of thing. It was very very interesting. It was very fun. The players were a little hesitant at the beginning about getting into the role of the storytelling, but I can see definitely where if you play with a group that's into that, it can be a very fun game. So if you're interested in something like that, I have a separate video. It's due to go to Kickstarter within the next few weeks, I believe, from what he said. So that was really that was it for day one. Got in, played 2 games, taped a interview. I take that back. Got in 3 games because we played a game of Sushi Go after we shot that video. So, and I won that. So I was 2 for 3 on the day. I should just go home now because it'll probably never happen again. But day 1 was I'd say it was less than lackluster. I did get to, because it was such a sparse crowd, I did get to spend a few minutes speaking with Tom Vassell of the Dice Tower, just kind of chit-chatting and talking business, if you want to call it that. Just getting some input on reviewing games, YouTube channels, things like that. And he gave me some advice. Basically, his biggest piece of advice was, no matter how tired you get, no matter how down in the dumps you get, just never stop reviewing games. They don't have to be new games. They don't have to be great games. They don't have to be, you trying to get a scoop or an exclusive on a special Kickstarter game. Just review games. They could be games that have been out for a long time. And he did say he's been doing this 15 years, and he just now has had Hasbro contact him about doing a game. So he's put in a lot of time, and nothing's going to happen overnight. People need to understand about delayed gratification, and that you have to work hard. You can't just do one video and think that you're that you're going to be on everybody's radar. So that was nice talking to him. Talked to Z Garcia for just a couple of minutes. They were getting ready to start their video shooting. Seems like a very nice guy. It was kind of funny because I went up and introduced myself, and he's like, well, I said, well, my name's Dean, and he's like, well, my name is Z. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have to say that when you're standing at the Dice Tower booth. Most people probably know who you are, but it was kind of funny. And then I'm trying to think. That's really about it. Anyways, if you're thinking about coming down to Origins this year, I'm sure that it's going to pick up. It's going to increase in size and chaos and pandemonium. And if you're thinking about coming next year, if you want to come in and probably play just about any game you want to play, then come on Wednesday. But if you want to come down here and be part of a spectacle, then Wednesday is I would classify it as a very soft opening. But anyways, that's day 1 of Origins, and I will shoot some video tomorrow, day 2, let you guys know what's going on. And if you guys have any comments, questions, want to know anything else, put a comment in the down below. And otherwise, I will see you on day 2 of Origins Game Fair 2015.